Yogendra Yadav, how should we see Mulayam Singh Yadav? Was he to be seen as a politician who transformed the politics of the Hindi heartland?
Rajdeep, a very tall leader, not necessarily in his height, but certainly in his stature. Netaji, as Mulayam Singh Ji was called, is someone who's remembered so fondly. Not many political leaders are remembered and thought of so friendly, so fondly. Because to remember Mulayam Singh Yadav is to remember that era of our political life, where an ordinary person from a village, a pehelwan more by choice, more a pehelwan, and a school teacher could actually rise up. An era in our politics when people actually practiced politics on the ground, not merely on Twitter, not merely on Facebook. They were actually connected to the people. An era of our politics when leaders remembered every single worker by name and could connect to them, could relate to them. I've heard hundreds of stories from people about how they went after 20 years and Mulayam Singh Ji just recognized by name, "Us gaon se aaya hai, wo wala aadmi hai na." That kind of era of our politics. It also reminds us about that era of socialist politics, when socialism had some ideology left in it. An era where those from the backward caste and communities, those who were firmly kept out of power, got an entry, transformed social equations, and tried in their own ways to practice some kind of equality. I wouldn't say with great success, not so much in the economic policy, but at least in the social composition. And it is an era of our politics where someone could create a new party in a large state like Uttar Pradesh without hundreds and crores of rupees. So these are things I'd like to remember about Mulayam Singh Yadav ji, more than the positions he held, more than the chief ministerships he held and the prime ministership he missed. For me, these are more incidental because you have ministers and chief ministers, but the important thing is the values that people like him brought to politics in the early phase of their life.
In the early phase, I must emphasize, because the Mulayam Singh Yadav of the later phase was perhaps much more different, but you're absolutely right. You know, I traveled with him on campaign rallies and he knew the name of every panchayat leader that we would go on those rallies. That was the remarkable aspect of rooted leaders. Sharad Pawar in Maharashtra is another one. But Rahul Srivastav has a wonderful story which in a way aligns to what Yogendra Yadav said about how Mulayam Singh Yadav literally rose from the grassroots. Yes, Rahul.
See, Rajdeep, there are many leaders, but remember, he was from UP, Rajdeep. The Congress was ruling India and Congress was ruling UP. It was the times when the upper caste were ruling the roost and the backwards were backwards. The subalterns had virtually no political say. They were just supposed to vote for the upper caste. And UP was bigger, 425 seats in Assembly, 85 in Lok Sabha. At that time comes a man who constructs a party from ground up. I tell you a very beautiful incident that what Mulayam, all the poverty and the denials that a backward goes, the first graduate in 60 villages ever since independence.
60 villages in and around
of Yadavs. He was the first graduate. Didn't have no electricity, no road to the main road from his village, Sefai. Today it's a model village. Wish every chief minister had done it to his own village. The point is that he used to roll his clothes. He had only one set of white pajama kurta. Roll it in a polythene sheet, cross the rainwater drain, wash, and then go to college. He went to college, started teaching in the same college. And one day he went to the owner's house and the phone was ringing. That's the first time Mulayam saw a phone. So the owner was, since he was praying, he told Mulayam, phone uthao, answer the phone. Mulayam didn't know how to answer a phone. So he abused Mulayam. Mulayam told me this, that he abused me. So I picked up the phone, scared, because the other side the person kept shouting, hello, hello. So Mulayam says, I thought he was telling me, hello, hello, move. So I was a wrestler. I couldn't take a diktat from somebody to hello or move. So I told him, tum hello, main kyun hello, and he banged the phone down. That was Mulayam Singh Yadav. Yes, I later saw a Rado watch on his wrist, but yes, that was Mulayam Singh Yadav.
The Rado watch, of course, came in the Amar Singh era of Mulayam Singh Yadav, and that was the transformation, in a sense, of a Lohiaite socialist Samajwadi Party leader who, in a sense, in the latter half became a very different leader.